So it's a very small demonstration. It is a demonstration of the cross account role. So what I intend to do is, so I do have two of the accounts, right? So let's say on the right hand side, this is my production account, starting with the number 48. So in this account, I will be creating an IAM role. Basically, I want to grant a cross account access to the IAM user, which is residing on the AWS account, which is on the left hand side of the image. Okay, so as a first step, basically I will be creating a role within the right hand side of the AWS account, which is the production account, and I will try to grant access to this production account to the IAM user, which is there on the left hand side of the AWS account. Okay, so the first step is user will try to assume this particular role, and the role name will be Knowledge Academy Demo. And the second subsequent step, user will try to once user is trying to establish and or assume this particular role, then he will be returned with the temporary credentials, and with those temporary credentials user will be trying to log in into this production account, which is on the right hand side, and he might be able to access some of the services which are hosted on the production AWS account as on the right hand side. Okay, so let's get into that. So first of all, I have logged in into the parent account, or the production account, as you might say. So so I have logged in into that. So I will navigate into the IAM as a service. So I will get into the roles. Okay, I will create a role. Since I'm trying to grant cross account access, I will be picking up second option, another AWS account belonging to the third party. So here it is basically asking me for which particular account do I need to form a trust with. So I will give the account in which IAM user basically resides. So just give me a second. So this is the account in which IAM user resides. I will just make a copy of this, and I am logged in into this particular account as user2, which is nothing but an IAM user. So let's get into this account. So this is the account ID. So for the convenience purposes, I'm not giving multi-factor authentication. I'm also not giving require external ID. But however, it is recommended to do so whenever you grant access to the a third-party account. But for the convenience, I'm keeping it simple. So I will go to the permissions. Okay, so for the convenience, I'm attaching this AWS Manage Administrator access. However, it is not recommended. You should basically attach, more restricted policy, which might correspond to one of the AWS services. So I'm not mentioning tags here. So let's get into the review. So the role name which I will be giving as Knowledge Academy Demo. Okay, let me give the same description, and I will be creating the role. Just give it a second. Okay, so hopefully the role is getting created. So you can see this is the role which we have created, Knowledge Academy Demo. So this is how it looks like. So you can see I can copy the ARN of this particular role. Okay, I've already attached administrator policy, AWS manage policy to this particular role. If I go into the trusted relationship, you can see I have added my AWS account in which IAM user resides as a trusted entity. Okay, so let me make a copy of this role Amazon resource name. Now I will navigate it to the account in which my user is existing. So let me get into the IAM user. Okay, let me get into the IAM user. So let me add inline policy. Let me get the JSON statement. Just give me a second, or else I will just so I do have one of the so this is the JSON statement. Let me make a copy of this particular JSON statement. So I will be adding one more inline policy. Let's say, so I will get into the JSON and so just give me a second. So this is how the policy looks like. Now basically I need to mention the ARN of that particular role which we have just created in the production account or the parent account. So let me make a copy of that. So just give me a second. So this is the complete Amazon resource name of the role. Okay. So just look at the statement. I'm effect is equal to allow, and the action, it is basically allowing to assume the role in this particular account. Okay. And resource, I am basically restricting it to the IAM role which we have just created in the parent account. Let's review the policy. I think it will take a second. So let's say the name of the policy should be okay. So let's say this is the name of the policy. Okay, I have successfully created this particular policy, Knowledge Academy demo. So now let's okay. So if I go I get into the top of the navigation bar. So for example, I can see there is a switch roles existing there. Okay, so now I basically need to, so what happens here is if I get into the parent account to which I will be granting access to that particular IAM user, you can see you can also pass on this particular link to the IAM user so he can be able to log in into the parent production account. So for the intended purposes, I will just make a copy of this particular AWS account or the parent production account, which is this one, and I will also make the copy of the role which we have just created. So let's give into the role. Okay. So we have filled the fields which are required as of now. So let's click on switch role. So now you can see that I have logged in into the parent account, and if I click on here, so you can see that I have currently active as Knowledge Academy demo. So this is how I have logged in by assuming the role which I have just created in the parent account. So this is the demonstration I just intended to give, and we have concluded that demonstration. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.